Quick question for you. Do you groom your staff to become A players, or do you just make sure that you actually choose the A players?
Thank you for tuning into the show. Whether you are watching this on martialartsmedia.com or on YouTube, or listening while on the move on iTunes, Spotify, or Stitcher, this is the Martial Arts Media Business Podcast. My name is George Fourie, and on this show we interview top martial arts school owners, share success stories, share martial arts stories from great martial arts experts, and then we talk about lead generation and marketing strategies in between. So a quick heads up before we jump into the show. I just wanted to make sure that you are already part of our Martial Arts Media business community. It is our free Facebook group where we hang out every day. We talk about lead generation, marketing, and all things martial arts. You can jump in by either clicking a link close to this video or go to martialartsmedia.group. So not martialartsmedia.com, just martialartsmedia.group. That'll take you there. That's the best place for you to go after the show. We are in there every day, and there's a bunch of free resources that we have already uploaded into the group. Things about how to attract the right students, how to increase your sign-up base, how to retain more members, etc. So jump into the show. I will catch you in the group once the show is done. Enjoy. I'll speak to you soon.
Hey, Georgia. So, bit of a windy morning here in Perth. Hope it doesn't cloud our sound completely. Quick question for you. Do you groom your staff to become A players, or do you just make sure that you actually choose the A players?
Birds everywhere today.
Two quick stories I want to share with you. So I was talking to one of our partner members a couple of days ago, and really frustrated just with staff members and things just not going to plan. This actual staff member did something quite horrific. It's things that could land him up in jail, and doing it under the business name. So doing something like that, it would mean if things like this had to actually hit the news, it could potentially shut his business down. So how much do you actually tolerate? At what point do you say that's enough? Do you just stick it out? I guess problem is they're such a valuable asset to the business because they're a great instructor and they're teaching, and the kids like them and they've formed this bond. But now you're in this situation where potentially it's gone to the person's head, or they just don't feel like they want to abide to the rules, or they're a great instructor, but when it comes to sticking to rules and some common sense with things that you can and can't do, what do you do? What do you do? At what point do you have to pull the plug?
How cool's this dude? It's pretty cool.
So many birds. And for me, just in a similar situation where I had a staff member that probably should have let go of a long time ago, but because they're just such a nice person and shows up on time and does a lot of things right, it was just really hard to actually make the call. But at the end of the day, the question came to, are they an A player or are they not an A player? Enough birds. So here's the thing. You can try and fix things, and you can try and motivate, and you can try and enforce some rules, and you can try and set up some consequences. But sometimes you just got to reach a point where you actually just got to make the call and pull the plug. Not just for you and protecting your business, but also protecting the culture in your business. Because if you let things slide, that your other staff members can see, that this is okay. It's okay to behave like this. It's okay to break rules. It's okay to do stupid things that could land you up in jail or shut the business down. Then what example are you actually setting for everybody else in the business? If that becomes acceptable behavior and an acceptable practice, not going into details of it, but what are the consequences for your business, but also for your culture and all your other staff members? And at the end of the day, you just create this culture of it's okay to suck, it's okay to be average, and it's okay to do things, your own way and not think of the bigger picture, which is your business. So I'd love to know from you, at what point do you pull the plug? And what do you do to actually keep your staff in line and keep them in check and making sure that everybody's on the same mission, following the same values, and on the same mission to serve your students at the end of the day? Would love to hear from you. Leave me a comment below this video, wherever you're watching it. I'm going to head back to the office. Have a great week. Speak soon. Cheers.
Thanks again for tuning in. Was it helpful? Did you get something of good value for your martial arts business? Then please do me a favor and let us know. Leave us a comment wherever you watched or listened to this, or just head over to iTunes and just leave us an awesome review. That way we'll know that we are on the right track, and we'll keep bringing you great shows with great interviews, sharing great strategies and tips. So if you haven't yet, now's a good time to head over to our group, martialartsmedia.group. That's the Martial Arts Media business community. I'll see you in the group, and I will see you on the next show.